Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tara, a farmer from Northern California. I grow grain crops with my dad, and I planted my very first vineyard in 2018. If you're enjoying following my farming journey, please give this video a thumbs up. It means so much to me. Turning on my tractor has to be one of my favorite things right now. It's so loud in here. I don't remember that last time. I love it. Isn't she beautiful? Tiny but beautiful. Why don't we just attempt to take her for a little drive in circles around the yard? Because I have nowhere else to go. Okay. I did it! Whoa, okay, really low here, guys. Don't get too crazy. It's a little low. I'm driving it. I'm driving it nowhere. This is so exciting. I drove it a little bit. I didn't go anywhere, but still exciting. Other than turning it on one day and not driving it the very first day I got it, I haven't driven it at all. Good for it. Need to test out the radio some more. So it is a gorgeous day today. It's sunny, as you can see, fairly warm. I have no idea what temperature it is, but if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm normally with a beanie on and insulated coveralls because I get cold very easily. I've been waiting for a day like today. I'm actually gonna go through the vineyard and try to take out some of the big weeds I have. If you see here, this is a prime example of some massive weeds that I have totally let. Look at this guy. This is my grapevine. This is a weed. I've said it in other videos and I mean it. I'm pretty sure my PCA hates me. Luckily, he's known me a very, very long time. If you don't know what PCA stands for, it's Pest Control Advisor. He helps me stay on top of my weeds, and I really blew it last year. So these weeds are just gonna keep getting worse unless I shovel them out. So I'm gonna try to go through, get some of the big guys out, and then hopefully stay on top of spray. Not hopefully, I will stay on top of spraying in 2020. Well, this year now. So let's get rid of some weeds. This right here is a stinging nettle. I've learned over time that everyone either calls them something different or they look different, but I do not want this thing touching my skin. So let's see how I get this baby out. All right, that looks a little better. Got half of it on this side and half of it on that side. I can feel a little spot. It must have gone through my sweatshirt, but other than that, I think I'm doing okay. The thing that sucks is that was a clean row. That row had barely any big weeds. Ooh, and I got one on the back of my sweater and it went through my shirt and itchy. Let me show you guys. I had to take my sweater off. Look it. Can you even see it? How tiny they are? It's all itchy. Through my sweater. Whew, okay. I still have those huge ones because I went down this side and back this one. Oh, even if I did this every day until we prune, I probably won't get it done. Things are looking rough, guys. I'm gonna try to stay optimistic. So we actually have 3 dogs, but I normally don't bring them all to the farm. They stay at home. So this is Lady. She's a super mutt, min pin, probably Chihuahua, who knows. This is Penelope, also a mutt dog. And then there's Rain. So I'm gonna get all their collars on them. We have collars because we have an underground fence here at my parents' farm that keeps them like in a 5-acre area, so they don't go up on the road. They're ready. So they all got to come to the farm today. Rain's like, okay, let me out, Mom. Everyone's excited. Everyone's excited to be at the farm. And they're off. Rain's like, hello. Stay, stay. She's the only one that has any manners. Huh, you're a good girl. Release. Now they can play. So today is going to be day 2 of weed shoveling. Yesterday I started in the afternoon. I only got a little bit done. Not like I'm gonna get that much done each day anyways, but I'm gonna pull out our little Kubota RTV today and drive around even though it's gonna get muddy, and I'm just gonna focus on the really huge weeds. Yesterday I was pretty much trying to get anything that was like 6 inches or higher. Today I just want to focus on the really big ones and get them out and just try to get one step closer on getting control of the weeds. We keep this cable up, that way people won't drive in the mud. Things are about to get messy. Normally I would not drive this thing out in the mud, but I really want to get weeds out, so we're gonna see how this goes. The rows over here are way worse than the ones I was working on yesterday, which I knew that. The ones that I was working on yesterday are some of my cleaner rows. So I'm gonna be spending a little bit more time over here and just focusing on the big guys like this. Look, it's growing up all the way to my vine. Here's the top of the weed right there. So it's early. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. Let's go. Well, I can already tell I've made a rookie mistake this morning. Yesterday I was wearing my Red Wing boots and they are very textured on the bottom. So at the end, I just had so much mud clumped inside of them. So I was like, oh, I'll wear my nice little rain boots I have because they're a lot more flat on the bottom, so not as much mud will get stuck in them. And these are also crazy comfortable. Well, they, this is so dumb. I should have known better, but they have like no strength on the bottom, so every time I push down on the shovel with my foot, I'm like hurting my foot. So dumb, Tara. My dad wears this pair of Red Wings that have like a flat bottom, but I didn't get those, and that's obviously what I needed. So do you guys have any like mud boots or rain boots that have a flatter bottom, so mud doesn't just get like caked in there, but there's also like structure. So if you had to use a shovel, you wouldn't be hurting yourself. Well, I'm gonna tough it out for now, but when I stop for lunch or something, I'm gonna have to go back home and get my Red Wings. Whoops. So I'm just out here minding my own business, pulling weeds, and my phone starts blowing up. I have no idea what's happening. I'm like gaining all these Instagram followers. I'm getting all these messages on Instagram and Facebook. I'm like scrolling, trying to figure out, did someone tag me? What's going on? Are these real followers? Then the messages start coming in and they keep saying California Women in Ag, California Women in Ag. And then finally someone says, Matthew sent me. Matthew, Rice Farming TV sent me. I'm like, okay, what is going on? So if you guys don't follow Rice Farming TV, he is an amazing YouTuber. I actually get asked all the time if I know him, and I don't. We actually don't live that far from each other, maybe 2 hours or so. I'm not sure, maybe a little bit less. But I do get asked a lot if I know him, so I've checked out his channel. His videos are awesome. Well, it turns out today was the California Women in Ag conference, and he was a speaker there, and he mentioned me, and I am just like, I had no idea this was gonna happen. Me and Matthew have never talked, so that just means like so much to me. Thank you for mentioning my name and for sending these people to support me. It just is like, oh, I just had no idea that that was gonna happen. I feel so thankful. And if you guys came over from him suggesting it, that means so much to me. I really, really appreciate it. And if you guys don't know who Rice Farming TV is, go check out his channel. His videos are like goals, for real. He's such an amazing YouTuber and farmer. So I just finished the shortest row in the whole vineyard. Actually, I don't know exactly how many rows I have. Like, I literally have no idea. Gosh. I mean, because I don't know if you can see the rows all the way down. These rows aren't even a quarter of the vineyard. So there's a lot of rows. There's a lot of rows. But these are probably the worst right here. I'll probably spend all day here and not even make it to the end here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna keep chugging along. It's looking a little better. There's still plenty of green down there, but all those, I don't even know what kind of weeds those are, those bushy grass things came out really easy, and I got all the tall stuff out. So I'm gonna talk to my PCA and see when he thinks I can spray. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to spray before we prune, but I am gonna talk to him about it. Well, can't spray even if I want to because my loan hasn't gone through. That's farming, guys. I still don't have a loan, and it's January 11th. Anyways, here's the next row I've got to do. As you can see all the weeds. Get them taken care of. This is gonna be a long, slow day, but I won't have to go to the gym afterwards. You guys ready to go? All right, just finished lunch. Got the Red Wings. Dogs are ready. Let's go. Back to work. Shoveling weeds. So I I've been pretty hard on myself lately, but I'm not gonna say that it's not necessarily deserved. I feel like it is a little deserved, but that's me being hard on myself again. Things have just been a little difficult lately. I've been really stressed, and all farmers deal with this. I'm not acting like I'm the only one. We all deal with this kind of stress. It's just that my loan has still not gone through. There are some difficulties, and I just keep, just the last few days have been really a mental struggle for me. And it's just like, I keep looking back at last year. I know I was not the best farmer last year. I really made a lot of mistakes. I did not put my best foot forward, but in the grand scheme, it was like, how did I get so far behind? I mean, everyone that looks at my vineyard thinks it looks like the vines look amazing. Everyone thinks I'm going to have a really great crop in 2020, which I'm praying that those people are right. And then I make the best decisions for my vineyard this year. But I would be lying if I didn't say I was scared. I just keep thinking, what do you do if you don't get a loan? The bank has loaned me a lot of money. I've developed a beautiful vineyard, but I have a long way to go. And I think I've made so many mistakes. But I definitely jumped in to a really big project. I did not start small. I went all out. I tried to do everything somewhat top of the line, which it's like, maybe in some areas I should have cut corners, but I just kept thinking, like, for the longevity of the vineyard, I wanted to make the best decisions for it. And that costs extra money. I just didn't make some smart decisions. So it's going to be a really rough year for me, I think. As long as I can get that loan, it's like I have to just stick to that budget as tight as possible. I think because I have my own tractor now and I have a sprayer, I have a disc, I'm going to buy a duster. There's so much work that I can just do by myself. I have to put the pressure on myself. I've got to step forward. This vineyard is my life. And looking back, I know that I've screwed up, and I just hope that I didn't screw up so much that I can't come back from it. If you're a farmer, you might understand, but it's a really hard stress to explain because it's not just a job. It's not just a business. It is my livelihood, and it's my family's livelihood. It's my parents' livelihood. So I'm just praying that it's not too late and that I can save this. And I also know that I have to put my best foot forward and work my butt off as hard as I can and learn from the mistakes I made. 2020 is going to be a really difficult year for me, but I am determined to make it a better year. All right, let's go shovel some more weeds. At least it's nice to see that what I am doing is making a difference. Here's before, and there's after. So you can tell that row has not been weeded yet, and this row has. So it's nice to see that you're making a difference, right? The sun just went away, which just instantly makes me cold. But as soon as I start shoveling, I'm gonna warm up. This is good. I won't need to go to the gym today, right? So I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but I had them come through with a machine that pretty much hedged everything to right here. And then we'll have crews come in and clip everything a little bit closer about late February. And we'll also get these trained up on the wire. A lot is trained already, but not everything. It's looking wild right now, but this is good. I had really good growth this last year. And hopefully all that repeats itself. Can't get over how gorgeous it is today. All right, back to weed pulling. Slow and steady, guys, slow and steady. Oh my gosh, so many weeds. Johnson grass. Oh man. I don't even know what this is, and it does come out really easy, thank goodness, but it's gonna need some major pre-emergent. That row's done for now. Oh man, this was a hard lesson to learn, and unfortunately, this wasn't the first time I let this happen. So I really did this to myself. I mean, there's absolutely no excuse. I really screwed up last year, guys. I really did. So, like I said, this wasn't a one-time mistake. This was twice now. But there's no point in being upset about it. I just have to realize that I screwed up and do everything that I can to fix it now. And of course it's gonna be harder. You know, if you do it right from the beginning, it's still hard, but I made it 10 times harder on myself. This road doesn't look as clean, even though I knocked out all those weeds, but I'm gonna find out when I can spray. Get some weed spray out here, get some pre-emergent. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much a spray that helps neutralize the seeds. So the seeds won't hopefully ever grow or come up. But I don't know when the right time is. I'm sure I'm gonna have to wait till after I prune. That's another month and a half. A lot of weeds will grow by then. And I think I decided I'm gonna plant a permanent cover crop, which means the row that runs between the grapes. Some people disc it, some people just let whatever happen. I know a lot of people will put something in here in the winter, which was my plan, and I didn't get it done fast enough, or I didn't get it ready fast enough, so we didn't get anything planted, but then they'll disc it under in the spring. Well, I think I'm gonna just talk to my PCA and my mentors and see what I can get in here for a permanent cover crop. That way I can pretty much just mow it down every year. Or not every year, just mow it down, keep the rows clean a little bit, and then I'll just have to focus on the berms. See how it goes. I hope you all enjoyed my video today. Like I said before, I know I'm getting a little hard on myself. I just have got to learn from these lessons. I really do. There's no more, can't go back. I got to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep working hard at it, guys. I appreciate all of your support so much. Like, it probably seems silly that it's just YouTube, but honestly, sharing my story and getting all the support from you, it really means the world to me.